There was a time when American colleges were hives of free speech and independent thought. That was a long time ago. Now they're famous for tolerating no dissent whatsoever. Speak out as a student, you can be suspended or flunked, more insidiously. Speak out as a professor, you'll be threatened or fired. Try to bring new ideas to campus, you'll provoke a riot. We saw that last year at UC Berkeley when Milo Yiannopoulos visited. Most campuses are pretty bad. The question is, what are the worst? Well, Ari Cohen's been keeping track. He's a lawyer for the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, FIRE. He joins us tonight. Ari, thanks for coming on. So what are the worst schools for free speech?
Well, it's a wide field every year when we look at what schools earn their place on the list, and I think, boy, how could it get any crazier? I end up kicking myself. But let's start with UC Berkeley, the college that really kind of kicked it off at the beginning of last year, where a presentation by Milo Yiannopoulos was canceled after protesters took the streets and overwhelmed the police and committed property damage and violence, and ended up just causing an enormous amount of mayhem.
Yeah, they did.
UC Berkeley has kind of trying to been on the mend since then. They've paid an enormous amount of money for various free speech events, although not without allegations that they first tried to stifle and censor that speech. They paid about $800,000 for Ben Shapiro, I believe. And they're currently facing a lawsuit regarding a speech that was planned by Ann Coulter and David Horowitz, where the Department of Justice has recently filed a statement of interest, saying that the school's policies.
So we followed that pretty carefully. You got Harvard on the list. You got Drexel on the list. Why Drexel?
Well, Drexel, a professor, tweeted in his words, satirical and joking tweet regarding white genocide. All I want for Christmas is white genocide, poking fun at the idea that white genocide is a thing that exists. And somewhat predictably, the internet erupted in outrage with calls for his firing. And he was suspended and investigated by Drexel and had to actually keep himself off campus because Drexel said that the environment was not safe for him. Eventually said, I can't come back and teach here. This is not going to work.
That's unbelievable. So we're almost out of time, but let me ask you a quick question, though. So you study this stuff for a living. If you had kids about to go to college, would you want to send them to any college? And if so, where would you want to send them?
Well, first thing I would do would be go to FIRE's website and look up our speech code ratings and see which schools are protecting their students' expressive rights, public or private, and then go and look and see what kind of controversies have happened on campus. I'm pretty sure that I want my children to feel free to associate with the people they want to associate with and not be told who they can and cannot be friends with.
That's
so I wouldn't send them to Harvard.
Used to be a free country. All right, thanks a lot for joining us tonight. We're out of time, sadly. Had a great time, though. Hope you did, too. Good night from Washington. Sean Hannity, right now.